What's up, y'all, and welcome to episode 6 of this podcast that I accidentally created, but we're just rolling with it. So, this episode is the first episode that I'm filming like late at night, and I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but to me, this is like a nightcap, right? I've got my wine spritzer, it's the end of the night. This is like a brain dump for me. So, what are we talking about today? Some of the things that I think have been on my mind is have to do with, what do you do when you feel like everything has just gone to shit, basically. Like, what do you do when you feel like everything is falling apart, when you feel like a failure, when you feel like you're down on the ground? I honestly think that you have to just feel how you feel and let that come and let that go, and then be empowered to get back up. I watched this oh my god, I cannot say this because it's two S's. I watched this surf show on Netflix, and I know nothing about surfing, but like watching the show, like it kind of piqued my interest, I'm not gonna lie. So I watched the show, and then I went on YouTube, and I had actually followed this girl who surfs. So I like started to go and like binge watch her like content and stuff and just learn more about surfing. And like one concept that I thought was interesting is like when there's a big wave that's coming, if the surfer, whoever, like doesn't want to, obviously like ride that wave, actually like try to, yeah, ride the wave, what they will do is like jump into the water, like jump straight down and like let the wave wash over them, because the impact is less when you're underwater and you kind of let it go over you, over top of you. And I was thinking, like, that is the same thing that you need to do when adversity and conflict and just struggle and strife happens in your life. Sometimes you just need to lay low, lay close to the ground, get your bearings, wait until it passes, and then come back up. Then come back up for air and try again. I think, a lot of times it's so easy to just, when you get down on the ground, it's just so easy to stay there. But I think that it's important to stay in the moment and feel your feelings, think your thoughts, like literally experience it. There's a fear for me, there at least was a fear for me of like these sorts of this sort of exploration of like the feeling. So I would just avoid it, and I would just kind of, do anything to distract me from feeling how I was feeling. And, for me that didn't work, because over time these feelings just compounded to a point where basically at the end of it I would just go off, or like, you know what I mean, like I would crash out for a lack of a better term. But now what I'm doing is, when this conflict is happening, when I'm feeling a certain way about something, I allow myself to feel that way. I allow myself to stay close to the ground and let that wave wash over the top of me. And once I feel like it's far enough gone, then I get back up. So it's like a two-part thing, right? It's the diving down and staying low, get grounded, get real with yourself, right? Let that wave pass, and then getting up. Now, getting up is sometimes the hardest part of it, especially when you've been knocked down countless amounts of time, because it seems like, every time you set out on a goal and it doesn't work out, you fall back down, if you feel like a failure, and then it's like your confidence is messed up, your head's all messed up, because now you're like, well, it failed the first time, so now it's going to fail again. So that second time getting back up takes even more strength to get up, you know what I mean, because you have to work around your own mind and cut through that, and literally push it off to the side so you can power up and literally stand up and try again. And I think how you learn to do that, or at least how I've learned to do that, is small wins. It's instilling confidence in yourself in small ways, right? Some ways that you can instill confidence in yourself on a day to day basis is setting out to do small goals. Even if that's just, I'm literally saying, like, load the dishwasher. That could be big for some people. At a time in my life, that was big for me. Like, was not trying to, I was depressed, I was down, I was not trying to load a dishwasher, I was not trying to wash dishes. So, doing simple things like that really starts to build confidence, because when you say something and then you actually do it, you feel good, right? So, some ways that I'm building confidence in this era of my life right now is I'm going to the gym, right? So, I set out, this is a small goal for me. I set out to go to the gym twice a week. I do a arm day and I do a leg day. And the reason why I want to do this is, I have a goal of, I want to look good. Well, just put it simple like that. I want to look good. And I know that also that I need to move. I need to be active. It's just good for my health, both physical and mental. So I set out to go 2 days because, also I've been having this thing. I've talked about this in another episode, I'm pretty sure, but I've been having this like gym anxiety as well. And it's been hard for me to actually go there because I'm just, when I go there, I just feel so self-conscious. I just, I'm in my head. So I set out to do 2 days and I've been sticking to it. So what I've done is, instead of going to the big gym that I have a membership at, that has so many people there, like, on a side note, like, they seriously have sold way too many memberships. Like, it's crowded. It's super crowded. I've never been to a gym where, like, literally anytime you go, you can go on a Tuesday at 2 p.m. or a Saturday at 1 p.m. Like, you could go at any time and it's packed. Like, it's actually insane. But that was causing me a lot of anxiety, and I was like, just finding that, like, when I thought about the fact that I had to be in that environment and stuff like that, I was opting not to go. So instead, I've been going to the gym at my apartment complex. And there, I mean, the times I've gone, the max amount of people I've seen in there at one time has been, like, I would say, like, 3 other people other than me. And it's not super tiny. So there's space that you can kind of spread out. But I've been going there and I've been going twice a week, like I've said. And just doing that has built my confidence, because it's like, I'm doing what I said I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm showing up for myself. And that is just instilling in me that, that I have my own back, that, I'm not going to let myself fail, like, that I do have discipline and I do have determination, because I'm showing up the way that I said that I was going to show up. So I think, when you're working on, how do I tackle these bigger goals, how do I get up when I feel like I've fallen and I failed, Rome wasn't built in a day. You do it piece by piece. You build it brick by brick. You start small. And, especially when it comes to stuff like that you're going to be dealing with, lifelong. I think everybody wants to do everything so quickly. I know, me personally, I'm the most impatient person ever. I mean, like, ever. I hate waiting for anything. I just want things now, 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 now. And that causes a lot of issues for me, because that's not life. You know what I mean? Things happen, things take time. You have to build over time and be consistent. That's the hardest thing for me, but it's worth it, right? So I think once you start surrendering to that, idea and the knowing that things take time and that you're not going to look like Jillian Michaels. This is just an example. Like, if you have a goal of being super ripped, super strong, super fit, and you're coming from a space that is very not that, you're not going to look like Jillian Michaels in a day. You're not going to lose 90 pounds in a month. It's just not going to happen, right? And that's okay. You need to start slow. Just work on showing up, work on consistency. When I think about my YouTube channel, and I watch other people's videos and stuff like that, and I'm like, they have great videos. How come my channel doesn't perform well? The resounding thing that comes back every time is like, I'm not consistent, right? I'm not showing up like I need to show up. I'm not showing up every week, every day, every other day. A lot of these people are. A lot of these people are putting in the effort. That's why they're seeing the results. So, and even that, I know this personally, as well as in regards to my YouTube channel, because when my YouTube channel was about doing music video reactions, I was very much so consistent. I was very much so making videos every week and making videos that my audience wanted to see every week. So every week I was growing and growing and growing. When I stopped that, the growth stopped, right? So it's kind of like, match the dots. It's an easy equation. It's 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I mean? Like, the more consistent you are and showing up over time, you will see the greatest returns from that, rather than going all in for a week and then never touching it again. You're not going to see very great returns on it. You have to start slow. Like I said, you have to grow things brick by brick. Just tying this all up, right? I think the most important thing is knowing that A, things are never too far gone for you to turn things around. And B, you can always stand up. Just stand up. Just stand back up. No matter how down, how beaten down, how down and out, whatever phrase you want to put to it, no matter how low you feel, you can always rise back up. You just have to believe in yourself enough to put that strength in your body to stand up. Just stand up and try it again. No matter what. That's what you have to do always. The people that see the most success in life have fallen 1,000,000 times, but they've stood up 1,000,001. So be successful. Continue to stand up. Continue to be grounded. Let those things go over you like water off a duck's back, and then stand up. Just stand up. That's my message of the day. If you made it this far in this video, comment "just stand up." I think that's the message of the day. That is what I'm ending the day with. And that's what I'm going to take into my next few months. I'm just going to keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep standing up. Just keep walking. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you in my next video. Peace.